Yeah, so Ian Ronson, Safeguarding and Discrimination Officer, just wanted to have a quick chat with people just before the season started, just about a couple of important points and the code of conduct and things that have been created. And then I'll just quickly go through play cricket and a couple of bits just before we go, just to show kind of people where things are on the play cricket. But I'll hand over to Amy. I'll just share my screen for everybody.
Hi, nice to be in touch with some of you. Obviously spoken to some of you, but not all. So yeah, as Tom said, I'm Amy. I'm the County Safeguarding and Anti-Discrimination Officer. So obviously, brand new league. We want to set the expectations really, really high. We want to make sure that the Junior Cricket League is inclusive of everybody, that it is a game for everybody, and that it's played within the spirit of cricket, the spirit of how we want it to be played. So we've introduced a code of conduct, which I imagine many points of it will be sort of very, very similar to your own club's code of conduct and sort of standard practice across cricket, but I just wanted to just go through it with you, and obviously there's an opportunity for questions if anybody's got any questions that they wanted to ask. So just the first point being that any player that is participating in the Derbyshire Junior Cricket League is deemed as agreeing to abide by the code of conduct. So any disciplinary procedures would be dealt with in line with this particular code of conduct. So just in terms of players, can you just scroll down a little bit, Tom? Thank you. So just in terms of players, so it's the basics. It's respecting teammates, opponents, coaches, umpires and spectators, playing by the rules, accepting the umpire's decision without any complaint, always trying your hardest, even when you're losing, being a good sport, applauding good play, never engaging in bullying, intimidation or verbal abuse, never engaging in any discriminatory behaviour, taking responsibility for your actions on and off the field, supporting others, congratulating opposition on their successes, and thanking officials and opposition at the end of the match, whatever the result. In terms of parents and guardians, obviously we will be expecting parents and guardians to enforce that particular code of conduct with their children, and for them as well to encourage their child to play the game and always try their best. Respecting decisions and encouraging their child to do the same, applauding good play, never publicly criticising a player, coach or official, refrain from coaching from the sidelines during matches, communicate openly and respectfully with coaches and team managers, and promote the values of teamwork, respect, effort and enjoyment. Just scroll down a bit. So in terms of yourselves, for team managers and coaches, so prioritising the well-being and enjoyment of all players above winning, promoting fair play, respect and inclusivity, being a positive role model, creating an environment where children feel safe, respected and encouraged, ensuring all players get a fair opportunity, treating players with respect regardless of ability, background or identity, maintaining appropriate professional boundaries, not smoking, vaping or consuming alcohol whilst in an official position, and obviously staying up to date and being compliant with our safeguarding training, ECB and the Junior League guidance as well. Just on that, if you're in any of the WhatsApp groups, you'll have probably seen that I sent out sort of a visual of who requires ECB DBS, who requires to have done the safeguarding level 2 training. So just have a check of that. Make sure obviously that you're up to date with anything you need. If you're not sure of whether you've got a current DBS, then by all means just drop me an email or drop me a message and I can double check that for you. If anybody needs one initiating as well, well, let's get it all sorted now and make sure we're all sort of sorted and compliant. Do you want to talk about breaches, Tom?
I can do, yeah. I just echo what Amy said around a lot of this will be things that will already be in code of conducts, whether it's players or coaches ones. So there shouldn't be anything here that is different to what good practice at clubs should look like already. Just regarding the breach code of conduct, so this little bit, or the first 2 points especially, are taken directly out of the league constitution. So if we have anything that is a breach of this code of conduct, we're asking for it to be reported. That's in line with some changes within ECB safeguarding around kind of all low-level concerns being reported as well now, rather than clubs just handling them internally. So we want to know, and then there'll be triage appropriately. So Mick Glens, you'll know, is the chair of the league. So the first point of call or contact is to Mick. Just so he's aware with that follow-up within 72 hours of that kind of written report. On that second point where it says reports submitted by umpires and or participants, by participants, we are talking about everybody that is involved within the game. So that could be players, that could be yourselves as junior coordinators or coaches, team managers, whoever official from the club or whatever it needs to be, will be fine to report that. Again, there's more information on the play cricket for that. So please, if required, let us know. We'd rather something come to us that you think is a reasonably small incident or something that we can kind of nip it in the bud and deal with it appropriately, even if that's just a quiet word with a team or a certain coach, whoever it might be, before something escalates, which is what we unfortunately tended to see happen in the past. One other little thing that we've introduced, Amy saw that another league had done something similar, is this feedback form. So this is for positive and negative feedback. We know that across all the leagues there's been a lot of fantastic work happen over so many years, and quite often we don't hear about a lot of that good stuff, especially where a team manager's been really accommodating, or a club's been really welcoming, whatever it might be. We don't hear a lot of it. So we created this really short form. If I click it, I'm hoping it opens on the same thing. Amy, can you still see that? Can you see the form now? Great stuff. So it's a really simple form. We try to make it as easy as possible. Again, this feedback can come from anyone. It's just name, cricket club, what age group did it happen in, what your role is, or the person that's filling in what their role is, whether it's positive or negative. If it's negative, you'll just get this box open up around contact email address, just so that whoever's following up with this has those contact details, and then which value does the experience relate to, and then a bit of a summary for you. So please pass it on. Same as this code of conduct, please pass it on. It's on the league website. So by all means, let people know that this is available. We've spoken to Mick, and Mick suggested that we try it for the first month of the season, see how many we're getting, and see what the feedback starts to come as. So please share this. We're really keen to see what feedback we're getting about the league, whether things are going well or not. We know that there's a lot of effort goes in on your part into getting teams out every week and stuff, and we know there's a lot of very accommodating clubs out there, should we say, that get the game on. So let us know about it. Before we move on, is there any questions for Amy around the code of conduct at all? Yes, I do. Natalie, I will put that in the chat now for you.
Just while Tom's doing that, just on the feedback form, just to add, it's it's one of our sort of main priorities, is to be listening to the people that are actually involved in playing this, involved in coaching. Obviously the league has come from feedback, and we want to continue that. We want to be listening to the people that are part of it and that are on the ground. So like Tom said, whether it's good things, we'd love to hear about it. We obviously do awards and recognition and things, so we want to hear if there's people that are doing fantastic things that we obviously want to know about. Same goes if there's just those little niggles, if there's those things that you perhaps don't think are quite serious enough to report sort of officially, but we think we need to know about it, then we want to hear it, because nothing can change unless we know what's going on.
If you have got any other questions, then by all means put them in the chat. I'll just move on that point that was just mentioned. So it's on the DCF competitions, play cricket. So as a foundation, we have two play crickets. We have one that is similar to the play crickets that you will have, which allows you to be added into competitions and things like that. We also have a play cricket which allows us to set up various competitions. So it made sense to use that play cricket, where with a lot of the cricket already being part of this, such as some of the girls' stuff, the counter competitions, all of that was already kind of housed on this site anyway. So what we've done, because there's a lot of information here, is we have created a piece of competition bit here, and there's the Junior Cricket League section. If you click on that, it will bring up all the information you will need for the Junior League. So there's a bit about the 4 leagues that kind of amalgamated into this. You've got Mick's and Carol's details there. You've got Amy's details here if required. And then these links will work to all of the either documents or groups you need. So if we just take the Under 11s Harbour example, if you click on, difficult, while I'm sharing it doesn't want to work. So directly to fixtures, if you know what group you're in, it will go straight to the groups. The rules will work. There is one slight thing on the rules where it will work. If you are signed in to play cricket, these links work. If you're not signed in to play cricket, they're all under the document section as well. So the code of conduct's under here, the constitution's under here, all the rules are listed under here as well. They're all PDFs, so you can download them. But if you are logged into play cricket, all these direct links will work. All the info's there. We just copy and paste it over, and the PDF is still there for you to download. So please let team managers, coaches, whoever it might be that is helping score, help umpire at these games, because there have been the odd little tweak to some of the rules that you might have played in previous years. I know, for example, the Derby District League on the 13th played 18 overs. It's 20 overs now. It's uniform because that's what the majority of leagues were playing. So just bear that in mind that there might be the odd little tweak. So just make sure the people that are doing each age group are aware. And if that is you, just familiarize yourself with those rules. Anything else I wanted to mention in here? No, all the contact details are there as well. I've added that in just because depending on certain people's play cricket settings, and that's just a personal thing that we can't actually change on the officials. Not everyone's comes up. It's just a way that play cricket's set up, and there's no way of us hiding them, unfortunately. Me and Stu Rutkin had a good look on Friday. We couldn't figure out how to do it, so we've added them all into that competitions part of the website here. Is there any questions on any of that as well? Just remember, if you're logged into play cricket under the documents, they will all work. If you aren't logged in, and you don't have a play cricket site to log into, they're all under the documents section as well.
I think Natalie's got a question. Did you want to unmute and ask, Natalie?
Yeah, hi. Did you say it's the feedback form on here somewhere that you shared before?
That's a very good point. It's not on here. It's in the code of conduct, but I will add it to the Play Cricket website. That's a good point. I will find an appropriate place to put it. I'll likely put it under this bit about Amy here.
Cool. Thank you.
But yes, that's a good point. I'll make myself a note to add that in.
Any other questions at all?
Just while people are thinking, if you've got any questions, hopefully you have kind of contact details either emailed out or some of them put them just in the WhatsApp groups. If we haven't got your email address, because you've just been added to the WhatsApp group, but you think we should have it, you drop it in the in the chat. I'll make sure and just put what club you're from and name stuff. I'll just make sure you kind of get added on to anything that needed, or just check the copies we've got. But we're hopeful we've got most people accurate now, especially from the initial entries.
Any other questions? Nope.
Anything else from you, Amy? I've got nothing else from me.
No, I don't think so. Just a reminder again, obviously, just in terms of obviously safeguarding, just making sure that everybody involved has done the appropriate training, and the people, those people that need a DBS check have had one and it's in place. I know a lot of people have sort of fallen foul for the changes that the DBS system made in January. So some people who think they've got one have actually expired. So like I said, if anybody needs me to check any, or you want any advice on that, just drop me an email or a message. James, do you want to unmute if you've got a question?
Thanks, Amy. It's about the safeguarding level 2.
Yeah.
I've registered for a course today, and I think I had an email back from yourself, and it said that there's a portal. You're waiting for a portal access before you can register.
Yeah.
Will that come down in the next couple of days or so?
Yeah. So did I send you the link, like a CVent link to sort of sign up for it? Is that?
Yeah, send me a link to sign up for it.
Yeah. So once you've signed, if you've already got an e-learning account, if any of you have done any learning through the ECB prior to this, then you can just log on as normal and find the safeguarding level 2 course, which has obviously replaced the SSR, sort of the coaches and activators one. If you haven't, then you'll need a link from me. Then you can create that account. The ECB will send you, I think within about 2 working days, they'll send you back a login, so you can log into the e-learning. Then you'll be able to access any of the courses on there, which obviously safeguarding level 2 is one of those. Just worth noting that there is a known fault with the safeguarding level 2 course on mobile devices. So if you do it on a mobile device, it is likely to get stuck and you'll get to a point where you can't go any further. So unfortunately, we've logged that one and it's with the developers, but their advice at the moment is to complete that on a laptop. So that's what I would recommend if possible. But yeah, if anybody needs the link to the safeguarding level 2 course, or needs to check DBS status or anything like that, just drop me a message.
Great stuff. Well, we'll hang around a couple of minutes in case anyone's got any questions, but that's what it was. It was just a quick one, just to go through code of conduct and things. I will put it on the WhatsApp chat if I can make sure I've got a copy that will go on there, and I'll email out it as well, and we'll put this recording out. So please share the feedback form, the code of conduct with the various people that need to see it, so everyone is aware. And have a great season. Hopefully this nice weather holds and we can get plenty of cricket played. But no, that's all for the season. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank
Bye.
you.